Test complete. Right, I am hitting the road, bro. I'm hitting the road. Gonna get me some Peter Pit, because I've been naughty. I've scoffed one whole one of these back, a couple teas as well, and I think it's time to have a nice fibrous meal from Peter Pit. I'm thinking black bean or falafel. I do like falafel, I just don't like the oil they throw on it. I don't like their seed oils. So, imagine, maybe I could ask for no oil. Sure, that'd be quite nice. And then just get the extra habanero for that fire. Okay. Let me just get my bag packed. It's always good to have a bag. And I would recommend a duffel bag, because then you can fit more stuff. Good duffel bag, fashionable. I got a good duffel bag that's fashionable. I made sure I got a brand that's considered to be modern. Puma. And then, you can just throw it over. Boom. And then it just one shoulder vibes. It's good. Everyone should have a bag like that. Alright. Next up. Turn off the lights. And hit the road. I'm probably going to shock my system because it's colder than it looks, but I brought a jersey in my bag. I've got some clothes, so I might go to the gym, do some working out, do my stairs. I like my stairs. Get the chocolate off my face. Okay, lights off, let's go. And let's let the cold hit the system and not even be fazed by it. It's all about vibrational resilience to the environment. Everything in our environment is a reflection of our internal state. So, I'm not going to be fazed. I'm feeling it now, and I'm about to open the door. Oh, look at that kitty. Look at him. He sees me. He's so cute. Boom. Boom. Vroom. Yeah. Yeah. Let's ride. So yes, we are off to go get me a Peter Pit. A nice Peter Pit. Because it's good, if everyone needs fiber. It's about midday. I think it's time for a green zone. We're in the green zone. And it's going to be nice fibrous. I like to follow the nice Kundalini day routine when I can. I'm actually transitioning to a more monk style, ancient god rhythm very soon, which will mean that I follow the moon cycle eating routine perfectly. So, you start off with your grounding foods for 4 days, and then you do escalates to then it's like day 13, 14, crown chakra, third eye chakra, no eating, essentially fasting over the full moon period. And and then it descends back into the new moon, back to the grounding zone. It's actually pretty exciting. So there's I don't know. Because I'm chasing optimal alignment, to be so intuitive, to manifest anything, to have the most clear mind, amazing memory, amazing heat resistance. I've still got some minor deficiencies, I'm pretty sure, and I'm determined to just be the best version of myself, as God intended. This world's tough. It's full of chemicals, pesticides, emulsifiers, and once we can cut through all the static, we can get back to divine frequency. and watching me go through the journey. I've already done a really good job, I just haven't been recording it. You know, it'll help you guys do it too, because we're getting into hard times. We've been in easy times for a while, geologically, you know, ever since maybe, you know, since the World War II, I suppose. It's just gotten really cool. You know, the 70s, 80s, 90s, that was a pretty awesome era, apparently. I don't know, it depends how you look at it. Where, you know, people were partying, the best cars, the coolest engines. Things were basically peaking. And then we entered the 20th century. Oh, no, the 0th century, then the 21st century. And things started getting different, technical, like technology. Things started to control our minds more. We got addicted to phones. We got different things in the food that we eat. And, you know, it just seems like our pineal glands are getting clouded by this new world that we're entering. So, I shall be the light of the world, like Jesus once was. I'm walking his footsteps to bring about clarity to the world in vlog form. I didn't want to do vlogs at the start because I'm like, oh, well, that's just selling my soul essentially to the media. And then someone could shut my voice down or, you know, quieten me. But until then, I'll just keep rolling. And then when that inevitably happens, it tends to inevitably happen, I'll just go a little bit more low-key, which is fine. I'll at least get an audience, even if it's only a couple thousand people, and I can help them, because I can't help the whole world. Not everyone's ready for this frequency that I'm delivering. So that's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm at the point now where I'm ready to present, and you know, I'm sick of talking to ChatGPT. I want to talk to you. I've stopped eating a thick dinner. I've actually swapped to having lighter foods, whether they even be fruits, which isn't probably ideal, but it's light and it's not heavy. And if I do overdo the fruits and I need slight grounding, which I do notice, feeling on the back of my tongue, it's like not satisfied, I pop back some beetroot, probably the most grounding food you can eat, and it fixes it every time. It's a craving for calcium and magnesium, quite grounding elements. So yeah, things are good. Things are good. So I'm gonna go and get me some Peter Pit, and wow, yeah, it's very exciting. I'm gonna go get my classic because Peter Pit's the best place to eat if you're vegan, because if you get a small bowl, which is probably the one you need, have a gym membership and you get double protein, and then you ask for a small bowl, because I mean, you don't need more salad. Otherwise the big bowl just gives you more salad, not more protein. It's the same amount of protein no matter big or little. And yeah, it's super filling, and it only costs like $16 or $16.50. And I would recommend Extra Evo for the hormone supporting and fat. It's the best fat if you think about it. The freshest, best fat you can get. It's pure heart love energy. Maybe even chacaril, because olive oil, it's a little, you know, it's never fresh. Coconut oil is pretty good, but it's also could not be fresh. Evos are still like ripe, and they carve out the fat, and it's perfect. It's perfect. You may be wondering, why am I feeling so alive, so boom boom, so snappy? It's because I had a whole block of chocky. Yeah, man. 95% Linda. Oh, not Linda. Yeah, no, Linda. Because it's pure. It's pure. There's no emulsifiers. It's just cocoa mass, cocoa butter, and cocoa solids or cocoa powder. Yeah, so that's the chocolate to get. And trust me, the bitterness goes away. It starts to taste divine. You'll be drooling over it. And yeah, so the caffeine in my system is actually higher than normal, and the theobromine will be pumping because I think per row it's about 15 to 20 milligrams of caffeine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10. I about probably about 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is like one coffee, which is pretty strong for me. That's all right. Oh, I can see my pit. I'm coming for you. Check this out. That is not the most high frequency food you've ever seen. I don't know what is. And I got that for, I think it was $16.50. A decent bowl of high quality food. And I added rice, and I've tried something new. It's kumara and chickpea little falafel things. Really nice and orange. It gives a good vibe. And I add the rice in because then that breaks down in the stomach, so the energy curve is just more steady. It's not like, oh, heavy load, because then the sauce is going to have some sugars in it, probably some, like, it's probably got like an fruit pulp kind of base, which will give me the sugar. And then as that starts to dip down slightly, then the rice starts to break down, and then after the 2-hour period it gets into the small intestine as it's starting to dip, and then the kumara starts to break down, and beetroots, and then it gets lifted again, and then near the end of the day it starts going into the lower ends of my intestines, the longer one, and the fiber starts to produce its magic and small chain fatty acids. So yeah, that is literally optimal eating right here. Extra avo, which I like to eat first because it lines my stomach. Divine alignment. I didn't even test if the mic's on. Testing. Nah, it'll be on. Homer Simpson. Done. That meal was fire. Literally. The onion and the habanero was fire. Now, time to drive. Ka-ting. Wop, wop, wop. Wop. And action. Whoa! I don't actually know where I'm going, to be completely honest. That was such a fireball meal. I'm trying to think of what to do now. Kind of tempted to go to the rock shop. I don't even know what I want from the rock shop. And I don't really have the money to spend because I spent it all on this thing. This was $530 from Mighty Ape. Quite a lot of money. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of see where the wind takes me. I could go for some more food. I'm on an eating frenzy, you know. When I have a bit of hot food, I feel like eating more than I normally would. I could go for some distortion, which isn't the best thing, but sometimes I just crave OSM cranberries. Do you know what I mean? Something about the texture of an OSM cranberry, it's just fire. Because you get something to really munch through. You know what, that's what I might do. You're actually looking at the healthiest person in all of Rotorua, probably. Like, I'm vegan, if you think that's healthy. Some people don't, but I'm dialed in vegan. I've been doing it for 10 months. And, you know, I was built to make videos, I swear. I've done my star signs, I've done the zodiac check, numerology check, and I've already been heading this direction for a while now. And I was literally, like, my soul is aligned with making content. Woohoo! So that's what I'm gonna do. Make videos, content, and not overthink it. I've been overthinking, what video topic do I do? You know what, flick it. Let's just vlog, and if I have something to talk about, I'll make a little private video on that. But the only thing is the vloggings are long, and they're gonna take a bit of editing. Part of me just doesn't want to edit them at all and just let them be raw, even if they don't get many views. I wouldn't mind if I got 100. That's even much of it, like a little bit of a stretch. I think I'm capable of being like a Mr. Beast level content creator, but I don't know if the world would accept me, because I'm too, what's the word, awake to what the world is trying to keep hidden. And oh, what a nice lady. I'm too awake to what the world's wanting to keep hidden, so I feel like they would demonize me, matrix attack me. But until then, stay tuned, because we're going to be the best vlogging channel in all of Rotorua, New Zealand, the Northern Seventh, the Oceanic region. Yeah, I'm going to go get the countdown now and get some candy. What up? Back from the supermarket. This guy next to me, his car just keeps turning off and turning back on. It's a piece of shit, eh? I want to show you what it looks like. Nah, actually, you know what? Let's not introduce that low vibration into my life. Although it is probably representing something in me. There it goes, it turns off again. You're stuffed, brother. I don't want to be near that vibration. It's a choice. So we're going to get away from it. He's in my field. But he must represent something. A guy, a red car that's all shit and crappy. And I think it represents something in me. Something that's stopping and starting and crapping out constantly. Maybe that's my videos that I've been doing. Hey, but it's running now. I'm making them. I've got the microphone. Things are good. You know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna park over here. Straight. I'm gonna show you what I got. There. Zoink. So, this is what we got. Golden Kumara. Of course, this 95% dark chocolate. It's just primo. These are cheap, $4.50 for a pineapple. Goodbye. This is something new to add to my collection. Miso soup. And it's a nice organic one. At first I was like, whoa, $11.50 for this. There's 30 servings in here. So what's that? That's a good deal. And I'll probably only be having a serving at a time. Traditionally fermented, unpasteurized, vegan. Anyway, it's all organic, and it's something to help my microbiome out, to make it more diverse. This is cool. I've never seen these before. Vogel bites. And what I liked about these ones, because I got two. I also got these. So, but these ones had prebiotic fiber in it, so I'm feeding my army. And so yeah, they had heaps of they got dietary fiber and prebiotic fiber in them, which was good. And like, I just want something hard and dense, so I'm gonna try that right now. So, it's got it's got a bit of crunch. Not as dense as my jaw was hoping. You can taste the vanilla. It's quite nice. Kind of reminds me of eating like cake mix before you cook the cake with a whole lot of fiber and coconut. Now to try these ones, the OGs. Honestly, to me, these are the best. I actually haven't not had the salted caramel, so it'll be a first time for me. Now, these things, they got textures nailed normally. Fuck yeah. That one takes the win. What's up? I haven't moved much. I was watching a Brian Johnson video, enlightening myself on divine knowledge about chemicals, PFAS, all sorts of things like that. It's pretty awesome. And in doing so, I ate way too many of these. And now I shall feel the pendulum effect soon enough. But right now I'm on the sugar high. So I'm gonna start driving and start chatting about the future of this channel. Because I wanna be just like Brian. Well, not quite. I'm gonna take a natural approach. He's quite, I wouldn't say synthetic, but I would almost say artificial approach. You see, I want to do it as natural as humanly possible, following the cycles of the earth, kundalini, chakras, herbal alignment type stuff, to do it the way God intended. But of course, God never intended us to have non-stick pans and, you know, chemicals that mimic molecules in the body. So in that regard, I mean, there will have to be a synthetic, there might have to be some synthetics that I take during this journey. But still, right now we're about building some popularity, being authentic, being rich, raw, and real, so that we can funnel in some money so I can start getting my bloods tested and all that, so we can see my results and see how they stack up. And I can meet all of you guys who are also doing the health stuff, who are also trying to be resilient healthies. And then we can convert this brainwashed world to more alignment, which is the key to saving this earth. God, I'm a little bit brain foggy. Actually, now I think about it, sugar's good. I like sugar, but shit, man, it can put me into a stupor, and it takes me like a few days to recover. But I've got a new routine now. I'm basically going to stop eating for the rest of the night, basically entirely. I like to stop eating at around this time, around like 2 o'clock to like 12 o'clock, and then after that is maybe just very light foods like fruits, teas, and that gets me in the most optimal state to go to sleep on the floor, because you guys know that I'm a floor sleeper now, because it's the most grounding thing we can do. I'm in a 2-story building, but I'm gonna be eventually, I reckon the next house I will have from now will be ultimately aligned. I'll be able to sleep on stone floor. I'm kind of working my way to being able to sleep on a stone floor, because then it's going to pick up on every tiny vibration of the earth. So I'm going to be totally tapped into the mainframe, literally. So yeah, picking up on these little vibrations, which is all just encoded knowledge, I reckon. Same with eating fresh hyperenic foods. It's just knowledge, it's vibrational keys to unlock parts of the brain, intuition, Christ consciousness. So yeah, it's really fun and really exciting. So that's where the channel's gonna go. So I'm doing the old vlogging kind of style, because I feel like I've always kind of had like a Logan E. Paul type vibe. I've even got his like haircut kind of, and it wasn't, well, kind of on purpose. I liked it. I asked for a mullet and they said, how about you get a modern mullet like Logan Paul or Jake Paul, or I can't remember which one it was. And I was like, okay. And honestly, yeah, nah, it's really nice. I like it. It's not like, you know, Thomas Shelby beautiful, or like, what's the other guy, Luke Belmar beautiful. Both sort of the same, but it's more like, it's got that rough back, which is a bit more Kiwi, a bit more New Zealand vibe. You know, the mullet over here is really nice and still really in fashion right now. Because, you know, New Zealand, we're all about tradies, drinking, and partying. And yeah, that's kind of the New Zealand vibe, to be honest. Drinking, partying. And no one's really thinking about health, as far as I'm aware. I mean, it's subtle, and it's starting to come into supermarkets a lot more. Like, there's a lot better range and countdown. We got like organic cares now, and they're pretty good. We got no BPE cans or cans without linings in it, and they're pricier, but shit, that's so worth the price. I mean, it's definitely hard for someone that has a family, but for someone that's single, they should be doing it. They should be investing all of their money into health and mental clarity, because then they can make better decisions, ask better questions, get better results. That's really the way to do it. People say like, man, why do you spend all your money most weeks? And it's like, well, I'm buying the best products, I'm buying better microphones, so I can make everything a bit more polished and clean. Speaking of clean, I'm gonna go home and clean my house, because that is a symbolic of an untidy mind. So if you have a clean car, clean house, clean bed, or no bed at all, yeah, you're gonna have a cleaner mind, because it is a reflection of your internal state, everything around us, where you live, who your friends are. So yeah, that's the mission today. It's really cool, really fun, and I'm gonna lock in a better eating routine. This week if I haven't explained it, so I shaped it so in the morning I have my molasses chia mix, so it's a bit of molasses, chia seeds in a 100ml bottle with spring water, turmeric, salt, and black pepper, and a lime. Super bioavailable, mineral dense, because that's a big problem that we are suffering. Mineral deficiencies, because we're eating way too much processed sugars, and all sorts of other problems and things we ingest and do. And that was like, because it's my iron, it's my red chakra. Then I was eating, that was at 6 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock was my orange period, which I would have tahini on a spoon and very, very small handful, probably about like 7 or 8 almonds that were all soaked. Always soak your nuts and greens, and an orange for the vitamin C to help absorb that. Then at 10 o'clock, it was my first meal of the day, which I was starting with a grounding meal. So that was I was having about 200 to 300 grams of starchy things like potatoes or kumara. I was going to turn it down, because I was getting a little bit afterwards, meaning like it was just like putting me to sleep, distorting my vibration, my aura. So when I'm going to take that down to 100 grams, actually a lot smaller, just enough to feed my gut bacteria. And then at 12 o'clock, another 2 hours later, I've done these in 2-hour intervals, because that's how long it sort of takes to digest everything in your stomach and move it down to stage 2, your small intestine. So then at lunch, I was having my green meal, which was, I'd like to keep it light green meals if I could, but I don't mind. It's a bit of everything. It's sort of like a dinner. So either I've had some cooked vegetables, but mostly raw vegetables. I like to keep it light and watery, like cucumbers and stuff. All seasonal, of course. Everything must be seasonal, because we're trying to sync up with the world around us. And yeah, and then I would sort of just stop eating then. And then in the afternoon, if I felt a dip or anything, I would have fruit, apples, pineapples. Pineapple season here in New Zealand. So I'm eating pineapples for that, for, what is it called? I don't know, something that breaks down protein. And it's good. It clears out the junk protein in your body. And helps digest protein if you had protein with your meal. So yeah, with the grains and all the nuts and stuff, I was getting a broad range of amino acids and, you know, vitamins, starches, antioxidants, fiber. It was really well balanced. I was really proud of it. And I'm taking it to this next level. Now I'm syncing it. This is what I've wanted to do for ages. I'm syncing it now with the lunar cycle. It's key because throughout the lunar cycle, from the new moon to full moon back to new moon, it goes through a pyramid of changes in the physiological body. Like your body will routinely work on different parts, all right, lungs and then eyes, head, throughout the cycles of the moon. It's kind of like the internal and external clock, as of course it mirrors each other. And now I'm going to align the eating, the working out, eating and working out, exercise with the moon and this new demigod, bloody monk-like rhythm, which is going to sync my consciousness and body with Christ himself. So my Jesus will align with Christ, so I shall become Jesus Christ. I will be Jesus Christ. Whether you want to see the story metaphorically or physically, I'm going to walk in his footsteps and be him. So it's exciting. This is what the channel's going to hold. It's like just like all the other ones, but I'm like that puzzle piece that gives the more holistic approach, more authentic approach, the more Cole Francis Pennington approach. So that's my that's my full name, and that's, if you break it down into numerology, which is really cool, it tells you like this is my path. You guys should all do it to your names. It's going to tell you and explain a lot about yourself that is happening and is to come in your life. But yeah, you should stay tuned to this channel so you can help support me, so I can show you bio results, bio testing, so you can see my blood. I want to see my blood and my results and how much chemicals are in my body, why I am the way I am, if I'm deficient or not. It's going to help me show you better content and reach out to more people. Be just a better channel. Be a better channel altogether. Anyway, that concludes this video today. I probably might make another one later on, but that's the quick vlog. It's going to be a little bit tricky to edit some of the bull crap out of this, but yeah. Stay healthy, stay aligned. Vroom.